welcome everyone to my channel, and it's a massive update today for Automobilista 2 by the Reiza studios, who are based in Brazil. And as you can see from your screen, we're in VR mode again, so just to make you aware, just in case you don't like a lot of movement in the video. And I know some people are going to say, oh god no, we literally just see these all the time, whether it be Gran Turismo, ACC, etc. But we are finally introduced to the GT3 Pack, which was released today, Saturday the 31st of October, and it contains 3 cars for the GT3 Pack, which is the Porsche, the Mercedes and the McLaren. The 3 cars that you pretty much see definitely in ACC, and those are, so it's 2015 Mercedes, so not up to date. The 2016 Porsche 911, so again nothing major, but the McLaren 720S, which is the 2019 version. So unfortunately Reiza don't have the licensing capabilities of producing the up-to-date cars, either through money or to do with the actual licensing itself. That could be with another game. But anyway, so as you see on this screen at the moment, I'm doing 1 lap in the Porsche, and you can also see, if you're quite good with your tracks, that we are at the Nurburgring, which is a new track which Reiza have been very kind in giving us for free to try out. They will be taking it away from us, unfortunately, and that becomes a paid DLC at some point. They haven't said when they're going to take it out, but it's enough to sort of tickle the taste buds and get us thinking, I really want this circuit. At the moment it's only the GP layout, so we don't have the Nordschleife, but that will be added. They are wanting to do some more testing on it. They've obviously got a few little issues and bugs that they're trying to sort out, and they don't want to release that just yet. That's fair enough. So we will at some point get that circuit in full. The car you see now is the McLaren 720S, again on the same circuit, same time of day, and again just get a bit of a better idea about what this car looks like as well. I don't want an entire video constantly comparing these cars with other games and how they react to other games, because ultimately every game does something a bit different, and not being a race driver, I'm not really here to say what's right and what's wrong. The main comparison is between Gt3 Competizione, which I've got plenty of experience on, and the Porsche sticks to the circuit, or sticks to the track, incredibly well. ACC, it doesn't work like that. You've really got to be very careful with how the 911 works. So yeah, the McLaren, bit more similar actually. The McLaren tends to point and go where you want it to go, which is quite nice. It seems to have a lot of front end grip as well. So between the 2 games, they've kind of done quite well with that. The only thing I would say about the game here is when you're viewing it on a replay mode, the car looks so high up. It doesn't look planted at all at the front. It looks like it's got this massive gap, like it's going to go into a car park with a massive speed bump, and it's raised so high. I just don't know if it really should be like. I don't think it should be like that at all. So, but yeah. So we now move on to a race, and I've decided to use the Mercedes AMG for this one. Now, it is an old car. It's incredibly old. In fact, I'm probably used to driving this in Gran Turismo Sport, I think, than any other thing. And it's a shame because it's 5 years old now, and yeah, it's you know, ultimately you've got to use this car. You don't have a choice. It does look ever so slightly dated now, and when you drive the 2019 car in ACC, you know, you sort of think to yourself, well, why do I need to drive the 2015 car? You'll see in this race that I'm going to do, it's a 5-minute race, so don't worry, I'm not literally going to be boring you with it. It's a 5-minute race, so it's about 3 laps. You'll see here as well that they've done massive improvements on the AI. You would actually kind of think, just keep an eye on this, because it does look to me a bit like it, but it almost looks like a multiplayer race. You've got this AI that are literally all over the place. I mean, they're squabbling with each other. There's not any real too consistent driving. They don't seem to, when they're fighting like this, they don't all follow a racing line. They are quite literally all over the place. So I'm just sitting back at the moment, just allowing this lot to sort of sort themselves out, become a bit slow. They sort of dart around a bit. So although they've made improvements certainly in the AI, there's still a massive long way to go. But you can see the Mercedes very popular here. Top 5, 4 of them are made up of Mercedes, and currently leading is the McLaren as we start the end of lap 1. So yeah, that's it. We've got a nice sort of sun setting slowly in the background. We move to the outside into the corner, and you can see there, get the left hand side, the near side tyres onto the grass, and it flips us around, completely turns us around, does a 360. Yeah, I thought I'd leave that in actually, because it kind of, the way the car handled was actually quite nicely. You were able to sort of control the spin. The car wasn't, you know, horrendously out of control. You were still able to try and point it in the direction that you want it to go, and yeah, luckily nothing too major happened. But we now see that we're behind a Porsche, so we'll need to clear that at some point, running the old traditional Porsche livery, which is quite nice. But what I will say, and it goes without saying, every time, you know, you're kind of comparing cars or, you know, games, is that ACC don't do VR very well at all, and AMS2, which is what you're looking at, / Mad Studios / I don't know what you want to call it, Project Cars, have done VR very well. And you can see that really it is really a nice, really good looking game. For VR, this is a really nice game, and I don't feel sick at all when driving it. The frame rate is good, and you know, it just runs a lot better. Just forget it on ACC. You know, that's why you don't really see any videos of it. I tried to do it, you know, well over a year ago. Tried to stick with it. Tried, you know, for some sort of content, but it's just not improving. So, however, you know, AMS2 run VR really well, and that's kind of why I do these videos. You see these really nice sort of sun setting in the background, some sort of nice glaring going on as well, and yeah, what you see is how it feels in the car, and it really does feel like you're sort of driving and really pushing the car. So we're pretty much going to be on to the I think we've got one more lap maybe to go after this. Got a McLaren that's now dropped away from the leading pack of Mercedes that are still darting all over the place, so they're going to hamper each other, and I'll be able to sort of get back up with them. Just to run through this 1.05 update then, we have a few changes to tracks, so minor fixes like, let's have a look. So they've added the helicopter and drone animation, so now, strangely, you'll see a drone flying in the air, if you've not already seen that yet. They've added vehicle-wise, they've changed the dirt and the damage effects. Detachable boot lid, apparently, on some of the cars. Oh, and then the other thing, which is for those that love liveries or custom liveries, they've now basically allowed you to we'll pass that McLaren, by the way. You can do your own custom liveries now, so we're now not so much stuck with these very boring liveries that Reiza Studios produce. We can now start creating our own, adding, you know, real life sponsors and everything, which would be absolutely fantastic and make the game just look a bit more real. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I will be back with some more in a few days. Till next time, see you later.